All right, we are ready to wash our screen and our stencil. So how do you get it off? Well, you take a screwdriver. We have to get the pins out. So if you take a screwdriver, I'll zoom in just a little bit here. You push on the end so you can, there's a little flat side and you can be able to get them out. Some are easier than others. Again, if you're having a hard time, push from the side and then you can get your screwdriver in and pop it out. With the painter's tape, just make sure you tape down the pins so we're not losing it. Okay, never throw away your painter's tape until we're all done with the project, because the cool part about painter's tape is you can use it over and over. Okay, this is so we don't lose them. Okay, bring your screen and your stencil to the sink. If you lay down your screen, make sure the ink side is up because that's where the majority of the mess is. Turn on the water and you can let it run while you're washing off your stencil. Okay, kill two birds with one stone. Just with straight water, just rub your stencil and the ink should come right off. If you have problems, maybe your ink has dried a little bit, you can just get a little bit of soap. And again, I'm just using the palm of my hand, and you're just going to rub it on your stencil. This doesn't take much, but you just want to try to get all of the ink off. So it's kind of common sense, but we have to go over these cleaning techniques so everybody knows what my expectations are. Next, we have to clean out our screens. So lay your stencil down, and again you're going to use your hand and you're just going to rub. You need to make sure you get the ink off all of the tape areas, off any wood, because you don't want the ink to cake up. It'll be harder to get off if it dries. Okay, so be very diligent. These are all old, but they're still usable, and you want to take care of the art room tools. You're going to clean both sides. It's really important that there's no ink on it, especially if you're changing colors. But again, if it dries, you can see it's getting see-through, but it looks like there's still an image. You can kind of check it against the light to see if you see any ink. Okay, so some residue stays, but the screen is clean. Then shake it off, get as much water off as you can, and then you're going to get a paper towel and pat it dry. So shake off excess water, get a paper towel, pat it off. Make sure you're getting the wood, the tape, and the screen. The majority you should really just work on the screen, but everything else needs to be wiped off. Next, we need to bring it over to the fan. Stick it in front of the fan, turn it on, and I'll take 10 minutes to dry. Not a big deal, and then you can switch colors. Then you need to dry off your stencil. So make sure a towel's underneath it, put a towel on top, pat it dry, and you're ready to go. Last thing that needs to happen is you can throw away your scraps. Any ink left, put it back if it's a true color, and then wash off your plate.